Anyway, welcome everybody to the Talk About Podcast. It's alright, we got good mics, so it's not gonna flare. Anyway, welcome to the Talk About Podcast. You guys can subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, and follow us on TikTok. This is Riley. I'm Jack. You know, I was thinking about this in the car, how I should say who we are for people who have never watched us before.
Oh. My name's Riley, and that's Jack.
Yeah, well, I just said that. Now here goes sleeping time.
Computer's off. Computer's going to sleep.
Hopefully you guys had a good New Year. This is our first podcast of 2023. If you guys haven't already, you guys should go watch our strawweight division bracket that we just posted today when we're filming this. But it's the last bracket out that we did. It's episode 6 of our UFC 4 Gameplay League. So, yeah, you guys should go watch that. It's freaking hilarious. So, definitely go watch it. Hope you guys had a good New Year.
Oh, did you hear that Aiden Ross shaved his head?
I was been waiting for you to talk about this. I swear to God, I thought you were going to bring it up earlier.
Really?
I swear to God.
He's Andrew Tate now.
I know.
Andrew freaking Walmart.
What? Oh,
He's the Walmart version.
Yeah, nobody.
Of Andrew Tate.
Who does anybody really want to?
Yeah, they do.
What people do want to talk about?
Andrew Tate. That's like freaking the biggest thing out in the Hill universe right now.
You think so? In fighting, I'll tell you what the biggest thing in fighting is right now is that the Boom Boss,
I know.
Dana White, has entered himself into
the rankings.
He is going to be competing in the slap. What's it called? Power slap. And
Women's strawweight division.
And the craziest part is his opponent is his
wife.
No, it's horrible. No, yeah, so I'm sure everybody knows Dana White was filmed, of course, because there's cameras everywhere you look. His name's Dana White. Him and his wife got into an altercation, and his wife smacked him first, and then he smacked her, and whatever.
Yeah,
pretty big stuff, but
he said something.
He did talk on TMZ, and he had a pretty good.
Said there's no reason for that. I'm guessing he was drunk, but there's no.
Yeah, he said that. He said they were drinking. She said they were drinking. They said they just hope that everybody respects, their time for their kids, and they apologize to each other. So I mean,
it's weird how they showed a video of them slapping each other to the kids. Isn't that a little weird?
Well, I mean, the kids were going to look online and see mom and dad hitting each other. So,
but were they just going to be like, hey, here's a video of me and your mom slapping each other?
Yeah, fair. I don't know. Pretty weird situation. I think it could have became a lot worse. I wouldn't have been surprised if Dana got in trouble for this. I don't know. I mean, look, not good is what it is. I don't want to talk about it too much because it is what it is. But you have to bring it up because it's big. Dana White's the president of the UFC, and we are the Talk About Podcast, and we talk about UFC. So why not talk about Dana White?
Nice one.
Anyway, I do want to talk about something else. Saw a picture on Instagram. Riley only goes, well. And nice one. That's all Riley does. But it does seem like Kamaru Usman. Yeah, hold on, real quick. I want to talk about this.
What?
I want to talk about this. In every podcast or talk about gameplay, you always go in the beginning. Well, always. If you listen,
did I say that?
Go look at the last
I never
three.
said well. In this one, no, I did. No, I did.
I have 3 I'm thinking of right now where you go, well. When I was like, we never sat in our chairs, and you go, well. And I'm like, well, we did sit in them, but we didn't use for the podcast. Then I'm like, well, we never even looked at them. Well,
I'm telling the truth.
You just always have to say well or well. That's all you do. That's all you do. You say well, and you wear the same sweatshirt 3 times in a row. This is the 3rd time. Look at the thumbnails.
I literally watched this. It's been like a week.
No, Riley wears the same stuff every pod.
Been a week.
Gameplay.
Been a week since we filmed.
But it does seem like Kamaru Usman is actually hurt. You see that photo with his hand?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you showed me.
Yeah, I know. Of course I did because I had to do everything. But you know what's so interesting? You know what's so interesting he really is hurt. And
Yeah,
we're so close
it's
to
in jeopardy.
So if you're the UFC,
If I'm the UFC,
what do you do?
oh, I would love to be the UFC right now. What would I would do?
Yeah.
I would do Hamzat Leon.
Okay, then what else? What would you do for UFC 276, the whole card? Or at least like 3 fights?
276.
Yeah, that's what the card is. UFC 276. Or 286, Jesus.
Oh,
my bad.
276.
Yeah.
I was like,
well, when you get caught up in doing
time.
everything, it gets hard and confusing.
Yeah.
UFC 286, I meant.
What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, I'm talking about the card.
Leon Hamzat.
Okay, what else, Jimmy?
What else?
Yeah, what else? Because if you do that, then there's no Hamzat Colby fight. So now you got to come up with a new main event or co-main event, right? See, you would love to be the UFC, and then you got to make 14 other fights, and then you're like,
well, yeah,
backing out.
Not right on the spot.
I'm asking. It wasn't right on the spot. I sent you this.
What would you do? Like the co-main
wasn't
event.
the question.
I made the main event. You do
Of
the
course
co-main
you made
event.
the main event.
Yeah, because I own the UFC now.
I think you would do Belil against Colby Covington. That's what you should do. But that's not going to happen. But that's what you should do.
That's
and
basically meaning that Colby Covington's scared of Hamzat.
No, not necessarily. I'm not saying you're wrong, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I feel like Hamzat should fight Leon if Usman's out.
Yeah.
Right?
Not Big Nose or
he's second.
friggin' Jorge.
Well, that's what I want to talk
That's
about.
ridiculous.
What do you think they're gonna do? I think they're gonna do Masvidal. And if they do that, if you don't,
I don't think they.
You think
will.
that's too crazy to do?
I think they
How
will
would you
actually if they sit down and Dana White's freaking hard red head
Jesus.
and think who has it? Who's going to do it? It's Hamzat.
What
It's
is this
literally
guy
Hamzat.
saying?
He's
Nobody
12
knows
and
what he's
0.
saying.
He hasn't lost. Fight Leon, and Leon's gonna get put to sleep. It's over.
So you think that's what they're actually gonna do?
That's what I think they're gonna do, and
You
that's
really
the smart
believe?
decision.
I know it's a smart decision, but you believe that's really gonna get announced?
The reason why they're probably gonna do Jorge because they think that's an easy fight, so they can still have the Usman Leon.
Well, yeah, but nothing's really
on the
an
table.
easy fight in the UFC. Nothing is.
Yeah, but
I see what you're
making
saying.
it
I see what
easy.
you're saying, so they can still do it down the line.
Because Belay Muhammad versus Leon, that's a tough fight for
Leon. Yeah, I
And
agree.
Hamzat
That's a good point.
versus Leon.
Yeah, it's stupid. I agree.
Fight.
That's a good point.
Or
but,
Covington too. That's
yeah,
a tough
I
fight
agree.
Too.
But I don't know if that's the way they're exactly going to look at it. But they could look at it that way. But I just think they think Masvidal against Leon is this huge fight because they got into a fight back in 1644. Nobody cares.
Do I care?
Dude, Masvidal has lost.
Like
he's 3-3.
Times.
I mean, and he's fought for the belt
he
twice.
won 30 times,
and he's lost 30
he
times.
lost 30 times. Yeah.
I mean,
That's
the guy's been in it forever. Like he's just like
he's just there. He's there for entertainment purposes.
I can name 6 guys.
I wonder how old he is. Like
Masvidal,
38?
I think he's 38. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now. And another thing is, I can name.
I mean, that still doesn't matter, but he's still. Like,
why doesn't it matter?
Because Chandler's 60.
Well, is the
Speaking
like,
of Chandler,
11th ranked or 12th ranked.
You know what I got in the freezer?
Oh my gosh, do you have some?
I got 2 Krams because I asked.
Where?
I asked Kaylee's mom to get me Kram. And I said I'll pay for it because it's expensive. It is so expensive, dude.
They're
if you
good
look
for
it up,
right?
yeah,
I mean,
it is the
obviously
best peanut butter sandwich I've ever had. I'm not just saying that, being completely honest. Unlike Prime, that's dirt. I'm actually being honest. I'm actually being honest. It's actually so good. Kram is so good.
Think
it's
I would
$5.
like it?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
$5.
but you eat them all.
Yeah,
You're
because
like
listen,
the
it's
Cookie
$5.
Monster.
That's why it's $5 freaking dollars. Chandler, let's do something about that. It's $90 to get 24 sandwiches. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But there's 2 in the freezer I didn't know about. But I told her, hey, could you please get me some Kram? I'll pay you back because I know it's expensive. She goes, actually, I already got you 2. I just forgot to tell you. So I'm going to munch on those tomorrow.
Can I have one?
No.
Why?
Because you got to do your job a little bit better.
Gosh.
If you do your job a little bit
this
better.
man like freaking 30 bottles of Prime.
And
then
it's
he,
so
and
bad.
He
Let's all
it.
be real
He
here.
hated it.
I like Logan Paul. I like KSI. But
Spoiled
Prime is
brat.
just not that good. It's really just not. What'd you say? See, this is what he does. Same thing every
What?
time. Wow. What'd you do?
No. Are you gonna give me grams?
Yeah, once I get the next order. I only got
The
2.
next order.
Another thing, they're $5 and they're also freaking this big.
Right.
They're like, it's like a Krusty Krab freaking candy
Is it
bar. No,
actually?
but it's not big.
It's like one of those packets.
Yeah, it's smaller than the other ones even. But dude,
What?
it is so good. It really is.
Probably
I'll
because
tell you this right
Chandler
now.
has all
Of
them.
course. But if you eat this, I want you to tell me what's better. The drink Prime
Or Krams.
or Kram. Who do you Oh, here's a great question. Who do you like more?
Oh.
KSI or Michael Chandler? So your
What?
second favorite UFC fighter or KSI?
I would have to say KSI
Fair.
because I've known him longer.
Hamzat
Almost 11 years.
or KSI? Ooh, and here's the question. You can
Why?
never watch.
I knew it.
Listen.
That's what I thought.
No,
you were
no,
gonna
this
say.
isn't. I have better
But
stuff.
now
I have better
Can
stuff.
only watch
No,
one.
listen. KSI can never watch his videos ever again.
What?
Can never watch him
Or you
box.
can never.
The Jake Paul fight, if that happens, can't watch it, or you can never watch Hamzat fight again, can never see him again on Instagram, never can look at his YouTube videos, never can see him in bed, and never can go to a fight. Nothing. What are you picking? What are you picking?
I don't know.
You have to
can't.
pick.
You can't.
Why?
I can't.
Why?
I can't.
Just choose. Just choose. Come on.
I can't.
Give them some entertainment.
It's different.
You have to pick.
No.
Why?
It's just you can't. I just can't pick.
Whatever. What a letdown.
Because they're like my 2 idols. Why would I pick
Idols.
one?
Speaking of idols, Jose Aldo, a lot of people's idols, thinking about getting into boxing.
Don't do that.
Really?
Yeah.
You know why he's
gonna
doing
get
it?
knocked out.
Yeah, but I don't know Aldo's.
Yes,
I know. I see what you're saying.
Because
Shame.
literally every MMA fighter that goes in, except freaking
Conor
the
McGregor.
heavyweight
Who?
champion. Who's that?
Oh,
one
Tyson
guy?
Fury.
No.
What are you talking
No,
about?
the heavyweight that came into X boxing or X series that beat
Come on, Hasim,
Yeah.
Rockin' Jr.,
that
Greg
beat him.
Hardy,
That's why I said
who's
rather
700
than
pounds
that.
heavier than him. Yeah,
Yeah.
that doesn't even
I mean,
count.
that doesn't even count,
Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying. No MMA fighter came over except Anderson Silva. But he fought like a 6-year-old boxer.
Yeah, fair. I don't know.
And then he fought Jake Paul. Rigged.
Wait a second. Let me ask you this: though, you're being serious right now? You really do think that
Yes.
Aldo
How old
shouldn't
is
fight?
He?
No, I
Freaking
know he's
40?
like yeah, probably. But here's the
But he's
thing.
going over to boxing.
I know, but
He's
you
gonna
know,
be fast.
but see, this is the
who's
problem.
he gonna box?
You know why he's doing this, right?
Money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, didn't he not make enough money in the UFC?
No, UFC doesn't
Obviously
pay as
not.
much.
You see, I have very up and
But
down.
I feel like UFC should pay more than boxing.
I know.
I think it's more of a tougher sport. Way tougher.
Way
sport.
tougher. Here's the thing, though, and it's so interesting, is that I have such mixed emotions about this whole fighter pay thing, but it really is honest. Let's be honest about this. Why do you do that? That's what I
Because
mean.
my nose, I'm like, what? Go on.
You know what's so interesting is that these football players, big example, they get paid so much money. I have mixed emotions on the whole fighter pay thing because if you look at anybody in sports, baseball, basketball, football, anything, hockey, they all get paid so much money. You step foot in the octagon in your first fight, you get paid 12 and 12. 12,000 in to show up, 12,000 if you win. That's what you get, 12 grand. Dude, at the
And
UFC,
You have to pay half of that to
to
all the
all the
health
stuff,
support
yes.
and everything.
And that's my point. If the UFC is the NFL, if the UFC is the top thing, you think that you should be at least getting paid a couple
NFL
100,000,
players-
right? At least on your first. I mean, I get it. It's a little bit different, but if you want to be shown in that light, I don't know. It's like a conversation. I don't know. It's like hard because you don't know what to say.
I mean, no-name boxers get paid like freaking $15 million.
I know. It really seems that way. And name me 10 boxers right now.
Yeah. Can't.
Exactly.
Except they're like retired.
Yeah, exactly. Like Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, the greatest back in 1544. Nobody.
Canelo.
Like right now, it's just like so ridiculous.
There's just like Canelo, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Gervonta Davis, and
Ryan Garcia. I mean, who else? There's this one guy, Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Hakeem Rocket Jr. Come on, like
KSI.
I mean, but seriously, that's who it is. It's Dylan Danis.
Yeah.
That's the best boxer in the world right now, Dylan Danis. Think that fight happens? No, I don't think so either.
No, I think he's scared.
Who? Dylan Danis?
Yeah.
I'm being honest. No, I don't think he's scared.
No, you just said that because
I don't think he's scared. No, I don't think he's scared. I really don't.
I think
but
he is.
if he doesn't fight, I will be very upset and also would not be able to support the guy. Yeah. Because then he really is all talk.
If he ever says KSI's taking roids, dude.
It is a little questionable.
How? You saw his videos.
It's a little bit questionable.
Like he was working hard every day.
Yeah, it looks questionable to me.
How?
Just looks like
Swear to God?
No. Nah, it's hard. It is. He is in really, really good shape too. You know, the thing is with
I want to be on that freaking diet.
Him?
Yeah. And
great thing you bring this up.
Be shredded.
I want to do that. Think about it.
Yeah, KSI was freaking.
Yeah, in January. It took him like 6 months to get.
Yeah,
you got to work hard. All right, so this leads me in a perfect thing I want to talk about. So it's a new year. So what are your New Year's resolutions?
Oh, my New Year's?
What are things that you want to accomplish this year?
This year?
For yourself.
I want to start Jiu Jitsu. I want to eat healthy. I want to work out, get stronger, and not be freaking fat as a pig.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What are the right steps?
And I know
I'm not
say that
all the time, right? So cliche, and then never happens.
It fades away after
and then the next year, everybody says the same thing. But I'm asking you, but you're being serious. So my question is what are you going to do those certain things? For example, I never started working out hard until last January. Now, it's January 30th is 1 year of me working out the way I work out. So what are you going to do to ensure that those things happen?
I mean, you have to go to the gym. I have a gym.
Yeah, you do.
That I go to.
Plus, you're going to start making your own here.
And plus, I'm going to go to Jiu Jitsu.
Which is right down the road.
And probably 3 times a week, maybe more. Should. Maybe more.
Yeah,
maybe
I go 3.
Weekends too.
I go 3. But yeah, I mean, you can. But those are things that you want?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just want to be content with everything that I'm doing. I want to have a good workout schedule and always stick to. See, here's the thing. I do have a good workout schedule.
Stick with your schedule.
Yeah, I want a schedule.
Yeah.
I have no schedule other than working out and jiu-jitsu. That's my only scheduled things. Mm-hmm. I know I go to jiu-jitsu at 5 o'clock on these days, and then I know my workout schedule. I have the same workout schedule every week. 5 days a week, no ifs, ands, or buts. And I work freaking hard when I work out.
Sure.
I work out 20. I do 20 minutes of cardio, then I do the whole workout, and then I do a mandatory slam ball, and then I do MMA or boxing or jiu-jitsu after. I mean, it's hard working out, but
takes heart to get in shape.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just lift weights.
Like,
you don't just lift.
How's an easy pass to get a 6-pack?
Yeah, it doesn't really work that way. But I think I just think that I want to be content. Like, another thing is with last year with money, dude, I was all over the spectrum with money. I mean, I had like no money to then the most money I've ever had.
And then
Vegas. Then no job again. Like, and then it goes up and down. I just want to be content. I just want to figure out what I want to do.
That's a good New Year's resolution.
Take it easy. That's what I want. Not making it too, like, I want to bench 700 pounds. Yeah. It's not about that. I just want to be able to. Yeah, you would have to be on roids like KSI did and stuff like that. But I just think that I just want to be content. That's all. That's what I want. But if we're being specific, I want to get my blue belt. That's what I want.
In a year?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it in the next 6 months.
That's good.
Have a problem.
You have to do gi for that too.
Yeah, but I'm starting to like the gi. Not as much as no gi.
You probably just like it because it's like the belt.
Yeah, that's true, but it changed, dude. You get in the gi, you can know. When I no gi against people, it's like the wrestling comes in so easily. But when you get in the no gi, it ain't no wrestling no more. It is bad. The things you can get caught into, it's just not good. But I did pretty good in gi now. I'm starting to figure it out. And look, I've only been doing jiu-jitsu for freaking 3 months. So I've only done gi class
for like
4 times, and I already am a degree now up. So I'm a first degree white belt, but I've only been doing jiu-jitsu for so long. But I just feel like I'm progressing so much faster than a lot of people. But yeah, you definitely want to do gi because it will show you a lot of different stuff, and you're gonna want to not be in the same spot the whole time.
I think I asked you this before, but like, would you ever step in the MMA octagon?
This is another thing I wanted to talk about because I wanted to talk to you about this, but I wanted it to be on the podcast. Yes and no. My answer has been turning more no now.
Really?
Yes, and here's why. Because you have to understand
how
dangerous this sport is, but that's not it. I've had very in-depth conversations about doing something like that to Dad, Kaylee, like big, like I mean, like fly out to Arizona, like move to Arizona, go to Tim Welch's gym, and go pursue fighting. But I don't really want to. I really don't want to. I want to compete in jiu-jitsu, and I want to be so good at jiu-jitsu. Do I want to get my head banged off the canvas every day and this and that? I really just don't.
Yeah.
It is you have to be like
hard.
Serious here. Like I'm saying like and if you really want to do it, I'm not telling nobody they can't do anything, but if you really want to do it, like there's a lot of sacrifices and there's a lot of things that you have to actually do. It's not just like hit your punching bag in the gym. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Like it was kind of like
you
when
have to spar.
You need to have you need to be disciplined on everything. Working out, training, diet, everything. Everything. Yeah. If you want to be the best in the world at anything, you need to be disciplined. Yeah. These guys in the UFC are on a whole different level, which is why like
they're super disciplined.
Yeah, they're as disciplined as it gets.
You got
nutritionists, you got trainers from all aspects. You got strength and conditioning, you got striking coaches, kickboxing coaches, jiu-jitsu coaches, wrestling coaches.
But that's the highest of the high.
Exactly.
I mean,
you have to start somewhere. But really think about it. Like you really need to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, is that something I want to do? Yeah. Forget the danger. I mean, you want to bring it up. Football is dangerous, right? When has anybody ever happened what happened at the Bengals-Buffalo game? That's never happened. But it's a dangerous sport. Yeah. All those players, they don't think there's a chance of really dying. They know they can get hurt. We're dealing with something right now where somebody could possibly be dying, right? Yeah. So you can't think about it like you could get hurt playing ping pong. Everything's dangerous. I mean, you might break your ankle and hit your head and then you're concussed. I don't freaking know.
Ping pong.
I'm just saying, you get the point. You just have to think about it. I mean, so let me ask you, Rob, is that something you'd actually want? Like, it sounds cool, but I'm asking you.
Think about.
I'm asking, like, just out of like curiosity.
Would I want to do it?
Yeah, like, of course, I would love to do it. I would love to. Here's the hard.
That's what I'm thinking about right now.
Yeah, I know. That's why I wanted to talk about it. You gave it. You gave a good segue. You gave a good segue to this. Yeah, because that's what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I know, but like, yeah, I was serious talking about it, but like, no, I don't think that's what I want. I do want to be so good in jiu-jitsu, though.
Yeah.
Just don't think I want to, like, I think the hard part for me is that I wanted to be a professional wrestler my whole life, and then now I'm trying to get something that's similar. Like, I want a passion like that again. And then I'm thinking, like, I love the UFC, but do I actually want to be a UFC fighter? No, but you know what I do want? I want to live a lifestyle.
Really?
Yeah, I want to be good at jiu-jitsu, but I want to live the lifestyle of a fighter in a sense, and be disciplined.
Yeah.
And know what to do. I would love to know MMA. Do I think that on me? Is there a chance I will ever fight ever? Yeah, there's a good chance. I think that if I get really good at jiu-jitsu, I feel like it's gonna make me sway back to MMA. But no, I don't.
I mean, it's.
Do I want to be in the UFC and fight for real? No, I don't actually think that's what I want. No. But if that's something like, for example, you wanted to do, then you actually have to do things. When I wanted to be a professional wrestler and I was 12 years old, I was already doing things way before. And that's why when I went into MCW, I felt like I was the best one there. So that's the difference. So, like,
you have to have that mindset that you're the best.
Yeah.
Or
but I came in with something.
You're going to say, this guy's going to beat me.
I did multiple things to make myself ready to go when I walked in the MCW. Then my passion changed, so that's it. But, like, if you wanted to be a UFC fighter, let's just say that's what you want. Like, you're serious about it. But you're just saying that, and you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You are right. You have to start somewhere. But, like, if you're just hitting your punching bag that's in your room a couple times, no, you need to go to jiu-jitsu, you need to go to MMA, and you need to eat right. Like, just the little things are the hardest parts.
Yeah.
It's fun hitting a punching bag.
First is to eating good.
Yeah, that's the key to everything.
Literally the first thing. And getting healthy. You got to go into jiu-jitsu, and I feel like the second step is once you get, like, a year in jiu-jitsu, then you go and do an MMA gym, and then you do both of them.
Yeah, most people, I feel like, start with wrestling because that's what you can get through school.
Yeah.
So people start as wrestlers, then go into whatever.
But I feel like jiu-jitsu, that's a good starting point.
Oh,
that's like one of the hardest things to do.
Jiu-jitsu, I love it. I freaking love jiu-jitsu.
Charles.
But you know what's so crazy? I still say this to this day. I've wrestled. I've played football. I've played basketball. I've done jiu-jitsu, all for sports. But basketball, football doesn't really count with what I'm talking about. But I've wrestled, I've done jiu-jitsu, and I've done professional wrestling. Professional wrestling's the fake stuff, right? Nothing hurts more than that. Still to this day, I still know that. I wrestled for 11 years. I'm doing jiu-jitsu now, and I'm sore, and it hurts, and it's so dangerous. Like, dude, I mean, when you're in an arm bar, you're thinking about your arm. You know what I mean? But getting slammed on a wrestling ring, I don't care what nobody says about freaking fake this, fake that. Go in a wrestling ring, go take a bump. Then you'll be sitting right back down in your seat, and you ain't going to take another bump. So that's still, to me, the most painful. Unless your neck snaps or arm breaks or whatever.
I mean...
But you should do jiu-jitsu because you have you have jiu-jitsu right near us, calling your name. And that will make you feel confident about your ability in sport and in self-defense. Because jiu-jitsu, it shows you both. I mean, they'll talk about it that way, too. They go, this is how you would do it if you're in self-defense mode, and this is how you do it if you're trying to compete in jiu-jitsu. Like, that would be sick.
I mean, what sways you is getting elbowed in the face. That's what's really sways you.
You're talking about fighting?
Yeah.
Yeah,
just like,
dude, I mean, think about it.
If you want to do MMA, if you get elbowed in the freaking head right there, it's going to hurt. But you got to have that dedication to actually do it.
I mean, that's what you're doing.
Yeah. I mean, you got to see the work.
Be honest with me right now. Right now, I'm asking you, and you would only know this, and I'll just take your word for whatever you say.
Yeah.
You think you have that right now?
Right now?
Yeah, like you feel like you have that get elbow in the face mentality right now?
Right now.
No.
But I'm saying, like, maybe, like...
After
like 3-4 years.
Yeah, after 3-4 years of what?
Of training.
Of doing
and hard
something.
Work. Then I'll be
Then you
prepared.
might think maybe I could do something.
And
just to make this clear, it's not that this is not necessarily, and even if he was being, he could say whatever he wants because it's his podcast. But it's not like Riley's necessarily saying like I'm going to be the UFC champion of the world.
No.
We're just having a conversation about
having-
steps.
of like just
How you
thinking
get
about
that? Because of course people sit in the room and go, I want to be this and that. But again, in order to be this or that, you have to do something about it, and that's why I'm being honest. I don't think I have it in me, passion-wise, to actually be a UFC fighter. I do have it in me to compete really well in jiu-jitsu, though.
There's another reason, like how you gonna get in to get a fight? How are you gonna do that? Like how? That's
like an amateur fight.
Like how? Yeah.
Well, first and foremost, you have to before you even think about competing in anything.
Oh yeah,
you gotta train.
Yes.
That's why I haven't even competed in jiu-jitsu yet.
Yeah.
And I know, I'm being honest, I really feel and believe, and I'm just confident in this. If I get into a white belt tournament right now, no gi, not gi, in a no gi white belt tournament, I could very much so win. I do believe that.
I mean, confidence is key.
But
with
I'm
a
waiting because I want to be the best white belt I can be.
You want to be 100% sure
Yeah.
that you'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, like I told you before we started the podcast, I was rolling around with a purple belt yesterday and almost subbed him. And that's why I looked right at my coach and went, but when you're like, how would I do that? Well, again, it's all about connections. When I'm training with the person I take private lessons with for jiu-jitsu, which I should be starting pretty soon, he has connections to good tournaments, good things in this, and then I can get in the good jiu-jitsu tournaments. Well, if you start training at an MMA gym, like if I went to Arizona and started training with Tim Welch and Sugar Sean, well, Tim Welch would know how to get me into an amateur MMA tournament. Or it wouldn't be a tournament because it's MMA. It'd be an MMA fight.
Yeah, he'll definitely know.
You know what I mean? You have to have connections. You can't just sit in your garage and be like, I want to be a UFC fighter, but how am I going to do it? You know what I mean? You got to go do something about it. And MMA is so small in a sense. It's huge, but I'm saying it's so small in like where you're really going to go. Like you can go to jiu-jitsu right down the street and you're still not going to be able to get an MMA fight, but you will get outlets to get jiu-jitsu tournaments. But if you go some MMA, I mean, I've never really been to an MMA gym, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Interesting conversation. It's good though.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good conversation. But you should start doing jiu-jitsu. Actually, oh Jesus, I just hit my mic, but we had the best one. But I think that everybody should do jiu-jitsu. I think it's good for everybody. Speaking of jiu-jitsu, though, now we'll sway back to what we were originally going to talk about. Perfect segue. How about Thug Rose doing jiu-jitsu and getting subbed?
I think she knows, like, she's going to use her hands either way in MMA.
Who, Rose?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
She's good just fighting.
Yeah, I mean, that was like a one-off. But the girl she went against is a really good jiu-jitsu.
I'm not just saying, like...
I'm confused on what you're trying to say.
Yeah. I think she's good at, like, the boxing stuff. But I don't think she's, like, really good on the ground.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. That's what...
Well, I think
she's doing that to test herself.
Probably, but the girl I think she went against is actually good. So when people are like, "Oh, she's done now," it's this, that. It doesn't necessarily work that way. It's like it's not like that.
Not
but
at all.
If Rose does lose her next fight,
then that's a little bit of a problem.
Then it could be a little bit different, and she needs to get a fight.
Yeah,
and
soon. Oh, well, maybe do that on 286.
UFC 286, do something. I mean, UFC 286 is in a little bit of shambles. And, you know, I don't even have this down, but speaking of shambles.
And the volcanism.
So that's what I was about to talk about. Like,
maybe
no
put
more
Rose on that.
No more Paul Acosta against Whitaker. And I don't know why.
No more Kai France
and Alex, whatever.
Alex
why?
Perez.
Why?
I don't know. The Kai France one? I don't know. Probably someone pulled out, got hurt or something.
That sucks, dude. I was so excited for that fight. And Rodriguez, Emmett, I mean, it'll be a good fight. They're high level, but it doesn't even matter, though,
I know
dude.
Who's gonna win that
the
fight.
main event, it doesn't even matter. They can make it the crappiest card. That main event's great, and you know it. Volk, Islam. I mean, how much really better does it get?
I hope Volk wins. It's not gonna happen though.
Because you're an Islam man.
I just know Islam's gonna just make a statement again. I just know.
It would be a statement.
Oh yeah, it would be.
I mean, he would be pound for pound number one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Freaking. What are you gonna do?
That man is a monster.
Islam?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's an animal.
And Volk, but
I just think, dude, Volk. After seeing him get that Brian Ortega, like
the tiger beats the hyena.
What are you talking about?
Because the hyena's weight is lower. That's what I'm saying. Volk,
but Volk
is the hyena.
Yeah, but Volk. People act like Volk is like
and the tiger
110 pounds. Like Volk is a. He's small, but he's big. He's short. But I feel like that could help him.
Big?
I feel like that can big. Like I feel like he's a short and stocky guy. No.
I mean, he is stocky, yeah, but.
I mean, I don't think he's a twig.
Beat Islam.
Islam's huge, though.
Yeah.
Here's the difference.
He can be double champ in freaking welterweight.
Really, possibly really good. No, but no, you want to get up.
Oh, the other.
Hamzat versus Islam. Oh my God!
Sign me up.
Holy.
Feed me more.
Did you get to that point?
Yeah, I saw that. You were dying.
That was freaking so great. You guys should go watch that.
Yeah.
No, but to be completely honest, that freaking fight, dude, it would be crazy. But Volk Islam is so freaking good. I don't care what you say.
Yeah. What do you think happens?
Oh, we're going early. I mean, we can talk about it now. It's a little. It's not like right. It's not the next card. Yeah. Let's save that. I actually have a great thing I want to talk about. So finally, we'll get to like the main point of the podcast.
Had my prediction.
Yeah, I know, but hopefully that will change. Who will the champions be at the end of 2023? We're gonna do all divisions except. Riley's bedtime.
Nah, I wasn't young. I was just saying.
We're going to do all the divisions except the women's featherweight because that division's not even real. So, yeah, Riley, you want to go through it?
Yeah, you go first.
All right, so you want to start with strawweight?
Yeah.
All right. So, who do we think? I know we're going to debate.
Think?
I feel it, yeah. Because our last pod, the year-end MMA, the year-end UFC awards, which you guys can go watch at the Dog About Podcast, episode 14. We didn't really argue that much, but I think there's going to be a little bit of arguing here. So, strawweight. Who do you... Oh, I'm going first?
Yeah.
All right.
Because I went last.
And you have to say why you do think this. Fair?
Why?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. No?
Because, like, for me, it's like...
It always works.
All right, fine, yeah.
I mean, you can't...
What's yours?
All right, mine is Wei Li. I think that Wei Li will continue to be the champion in 2023. Here's why. I think she's going to fight 2 times. I don't know who she's going to fight because I really don't know how they're going to get everything figured out. But I really think Wei Li is on a different level now, and I don't see her losing. Actually, she might...
You forgot about someone.
No, I did not.
No, you did.
Because I do not think... Listen, I really don't think Wei Li's going to lose. Hold on. I'm not done. I actually could see Wei Li fighting early this year, and then fights Shevchenko maybe if they wanted to do that, but I don't think that's going to happen. But I think she fights twice, and I think she still will be the champion at the end of 2023. So let's hear it, Riley.
Wei Li.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah,
so,
I was kidding.
So you agree?
Yeah.
Why? Why do you think?
Like what you just said. You just, like, stole my words.
Yeah, see, that's how it always works. This is why you need to go first, because you're...
Well, I'm going first this next
Let me ask you guys a question.
I'll go first next.
Do you guys think we need a new co-host?
Are we going flyweight this time? Oh, my God.
You think they even heard that?
Yeah,
right.
He just farted so bad it smells like freaking green eggs and ham.
It smells so... Oh, boy. Do you
right.
smell that, dude?
Women's flyweight.
This is so horrible.
I'm going to say
Aaron... Do you smell that?
I'm going to say Aaron Blanchfield.
Ooh.
Yeah, have a little spice here. What I'm just saying is because she's fighting the number 2.
Yeah.
Number 2. And if she wins that, poof, She's number 2, and she's right there, and she's that good.
So
she would be 11-1. She's a monster.
So how many fights do you think she fights this year?
This year?
Yeah.
It's maybe like 2.
Yeah.
I would
Okay,
say.
so she fights this girl, beats her, and then fights Shevchenko at the end of the year is what you're thinking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mine is Aaron Blanchfield. That's
really?
Yeah.
What?
Dude, why are we doing this? We're so lame now.
Why?
Hopefully we start debating. Well, we will once we get the bantamweight,
He took my
lightweight,
phone
and welterweight.
and looked at
No,
it.
actually, Rye didn't even do this because he just got a
you'll-
brand new car and the engine light turned on. So
Yeah.
nice
It's at
one.
the shop.
So anyway, let's be real. I think that she's gonna beat what's her name? Santos? Is that her name?
Yeah.
She's gonna beat Santos if that's her name. I'm pretty sure it is. And then Valentina Shevchenko has nobody to fight. Who is gonna fight her? Nobody.
Shevchenko?
Nobody.
Think she's gonna wait?
She's just who? She's at like 8 title defenses. Who's beating her? Nobody.
I mean, wait. Let's check it out.
Yeah, let's look at it.
I'm gonna look.
Let's look at it because let's be real.
Let's take a little sneak peek. I mean,
Nobody, dude. Oh, I guess you
who's
got
man at Flort.
Ferret. Remember the yeah, or whatever. The girl, the French girl that fought at UFC 280. She beat Caitlin, the tall girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Dude, it's now. Jessica Andrade is ranked in this division too. Holy freaking Jessica Andrade!
She is good,
but she ain't. She's more.
I think she's
more
older.
strawweight now.
I wonder how old she is.
Dude, it's gonna be Blanchfield. Blanchfield is going to beat Santos, and then she's gonna fight Shevchenko at the year.
Lost last fight against Lemos.
Yeah. You hearing me? I think that she fights Santos, beats Santos,
and then waits a little bit longer and fights
at the end of the year, Shevchenko and wins.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be huge.
That would be a
Shevchenko
big
hasn't
deal.
lost in forever.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
bantamweight. You just wanna. Come on.
Huh?
Who's gonna be the women's bantamweight champion at the end of this year?
oh. Nunes.
Yeah, it's stupid. I'm not even gonna talk about this. I don't even know if she'll fight. Who is fighting Amanda Nunes? Pena again? Come on, stop it.
Pena. Dude, she's so good. I mean,
It's kind of crazy. Like Nunes really showed her that.
you think she was just like?
No, I think
Yeah.
Nunes was telling the truth when she said she was hurt, had COVID, all these things, and people are like, "You're just making excuses." Then she goes out there and freaking drops her 3 times in one round. It was a 50-44 fight.
No, I was just saying. Do you think she really just like gave it to her?
Well, she didn't give it to her, but I think
In
she
the
was
second.
hurt.
Yeah.
I think she was hurt, and
Yeah, I get it.
and there was injuries or something.
Good. Yeah. You want to start heavyweight?
Oh, you don't want to start? You don't want to go up that way?
Why?
Why not?
No, we
No,
can go
no.
down.
Let's just keep
No,
going
we
up.
can
The
go down.
feather or flyweight. So we're done with all the women's. Let's go to the men's flyweight.
Brandon Moreno.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you think Moreno would be the champ?
I just think he beats Figueiredo and I just thought of someone. The guy.
Alex.
Yeah.
You think over Moreno? It's your choice.
No, I would still say Moreno.
Yeah.
Moreno's young, talented. Dude, he's going to go on a roll. I think this is his time to shine. I just think he's going to beat Figueiredo in fantastic fashion.
And then how many fights do you think he'll have this year?
He's probably 1, maybe 2.
So you think Figueiredo, that's it? And it starts the year and he calls it?
Oh, no. I
Or
was
you're
just
saying one more?
on top of it.
Oh, so you think he'll have 2 fights total.
Yeah.
So he'll fight like at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Moreno.
Because I think he'll be champion and he wants to.
Yeah. I have Moreno too.
Really?
Swear to God.
Nuh-uh.
I swear to God. I have Moreno.
Why?
Because I think that he's going to beat Figueiredo as well. I just think he looks so good. Dude.
Yeah,
The
he
way
looks
he
really
fights, I mean, he fights like weird. He's like
A
freaking
ninja.
But
The
I
way
just
he finished Kai Car France.
Oh,
That was
it's
that
just bad.
body
These
shot.
Bears freaking eat that.
Yeah.
Literally.
Speaking about getting into it.
But I think he's going to fight Alex at the end of this year. That's what I think, and then I think he still wins. I really do. So
Yeah.
I got Moreno as well. So right now, Riley and I, have we agreed on everything? Yeah, literally everything. Bantamweight. I think we're gonna disagree. Here. Am I up first?
Yeah.
For bantamweight. Okay.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
I'll tell you what I want. Obviously, I want Sugar Sean to be the champion, but I don't think so. I think Aldo's still gonna be the champ, and here's why. I think Aldo's going to be the champion because I think he's going to fight Cejudo. If that's what's really happening. I mean, it's like all over the place. But I think that's what's going to happen. He's going to beat Cejudo, and then he's going to fight Suga in the summer. And that's going to be it. He's not going to fight again. It's a hard cut. If he beats Cejudo and Suga, he's going to relinquish his belt and go up to 145.
So you think it's just
I think it's so hard. No. Who? Suga?
O'Malley. You don't.
No, I think
Suga.
Suga.
Freaking.
No, I think
knocks
Suga.
his head off clean.
He could, but I think what's his face
happened before.
Yeah, but dude, Sterling is gonna be sniffing those knees, licking the knees. You know he's coming.
No, but like
he's gonna take him down.
He's gonna eat.
Oh, come on, stop. But I hope I want him to win. But if I have to make a prediction right now, I think Aldo's still gonna be champion.
I think it's gonna be O'Malley.
Yeah, see, this is just his wants list. This is not who he actually thinks.
I swear to God, I think
you really
he's
think
going to knock out Aldo.
Okay, but what happens if Aldo gets a hold of him? You think it's going to be really tough?
It's going to be tough, but it's going to be 5 rounds.
Yeah, that makes it, I feel like, not good for Suga.
Why? He has 5 rounds, 5 chances to freaking knock his head off.
Yeah.
When he shoots for a takedown.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he could.
Jorge.
Yeah, but Suga's not like that, though.
Yeah, I don't think
very
he's like that,
patient, but he's got a lot of months.
Knocked out by a leg kick.
And he's going to be with Tim Welch, so he has a lot of time to figure out.
I think he knows a little
No,
bit
he does know
about
jiu-jitsu. He's a brown belt.
Aldo's different.
He's a brown belt. But
Aldo's a different.
He's just a different dude. We're talking about the best fighters in the world. This guy, he gets a hold of you.
And that's why I think
locks in that body
Aldo
triangle.
beats Cejudo.
Grabs your neck. Subs
And eats it.
Why? Wait. Why?
Why?
Yeah, well, hold on. Cejudo is an Olympian now. Like, why is it so decisive?
Because I'm just saying, like, Aldo's a different beast.
Yeah, I agree.
And Cejudo's coming off of, like, a 3-year delay.
So you do think Suga wins?
Yes.
Or will be the champion of the year?
By crazy knock.
One fight this year for Suga? Just this title fight and calls it and then fights again? Or you think he fights twice? Because it'll be summertime.
It'll be later, yeah.
Yeah, so you have to think about that.
Maybe.
Be interesting. We'll have to see what happens, see how it all plays out.
Yeah. Because what if Cejudo wins and then Aldo wants that
rematch, which he probably could get, maybe. I don't know. He hasn't been champion that long.
I think he gets the rematch.
They might not give it to him.
Really?
You have to be like Izzy Usman to get your immediate rematch, I feel. I don't know. I mean, because think about his wins. I mean, like, I don't know.
Well, O'Malley definitely gets the shot next, do you think?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
No, 100%. And then Corey against Cheeto gets the next. Dude, we're going to be... I can't wait for that. Featherweight.
This is going to be crazy.
Featherweight. I hope
that's in Vegas. Summer. Dude. Oh, my God.
So we have to go to that, right?
Yeah.
If Suga fights?
Yeah.
Title fight?
Yes.
But what if, like, McGregor's in the air, too? We got to get McGregor over. But no? Speaking of Sugar, where's our poster? Is that coming or what?
Late.
Holy freaking take your money and steal it.
I know. It's off
Amazon.
Oh,
that's why. Okay. Sorry, yeah. Amazon, never mind. All right, featherweight. Who do you think is going to be the featherweight champion by the end of 2023?
You're going to hate me.
No, I'm not. Be honest.
No, I'm kidding. I would say Volk.
Think so?
I mean,
yeah, if nobody's beating Volk. Unless see, this is where it gets tricky. If Volk does beat Islam, he might stay at 155 then. Yeah. Dude. Imagine, like, Volk's at 155, too. That division would just be over the charts. But, no, I had to say Volk. I mean, I don't think... I mean, there's going to be an interim champ, but, like...
And that's for a whole year, at the end of the year.
Nobody's beating Volk, dude. Yeah. Like, if we're being... Unless it's, like, he gets stripped or doesn't want to fight there anymore, there's no way he's losing that belt to anybody. There's no way. So we both say Volk?
Probably the other egghead, Emmett.
Emmett? Yeah, maybe. He could be interim, but we're talking the real deal champ.
The real song.
Lightweight.
Lightweight? Islam.
Yeah, I think Islam too.
Really?
Mm.
What are you talking about? So you think Islam wins?
Making Bout. I'm not saying anything. I'm just.
What, you think he gets an immediate rematch?
No. I'm just telling. I'm just being honest, and I really hope Volk wins.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping too. But you're like saying you're an Islam fan.
Well, you are.
I know what's
fan.
going to happen. I know he's gonna freaking. Oh my gosh.
See, that's what I don't get. You think he's gonna beat the crap out of Volk decisively?
It's going to be. He's gonna tap. That's what's gonna happen.
Volk's
gonna tap.
Like, here's the difference.
He got close for freaking Ortega.
I know, but
Islam.
Huh?
If Islam was put in that,
dude, Ortega is insane at jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, but Islam.
I know.
Bigger,
but here's the difference. I love Charles. But here's the difference. Charles has quit multiple times before. Volk has lost one fight, and it was at middleweight back in 1888 in a promotion nobody knows. Yeah. To see Volk would be crazy.
Yeah, but that was crazy as well.
It was, but it would be more crazy, I think, if Volk taps.
Yeah.
Really do believe that.
That's why.
Because I just think I love Charles. I hope he gets his belt back.
Yeah,
but I'm just being honest. I'm not. There is a little quit, I feel like, in him, to quit. Like Volk, we haven't seen quit. I think there's quit in everybody. I really do, unless you're like Nate Diaz. But I don't know. It would be weird. Sure, but I have to say that guy's crazy. I think Islam. Yeah, I got Islam. If I have to make a realistic guess. All right, this is where I think things are going to get really interesting. All right, welterweight. So we already know who you think is going to be the welterweight champion. Why? Yeah, at the end of this year, why do you think? How does that work? How does that play out?
I think if the Usman thing doesn't works out and Hamzat's plan, his hands hurt. If he fights Leon, I think Hamzat wins.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if it is Usman Leon 3, if that's what we hope, well, I don't hope. I think actually, if I rethink this, I don't know if Usman gets the belt, I don't know if he will ever fight again just once a year.
Usman.
Yeah. Or Leon.
So you know what I think?
I think Hamzat still win. He's going to find his way to be champ.
By the end of this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think Leon's going to still be the champion at the end of the year. And I'm going to leave it at that so we can move on to middleweight.
Because
Because I think Hamzat's going to be the middleweight champion at the end of this year. Now, here's why. I don't think Hamzat is going to fight Leon because for some reason, I don't think it's going to happen.
Crazy theory.
I think that Leon is going to fight Jorge Masvidal at UFC 276 or 286. Why do I keep doing that? At UFC,
you really think?
I do, and I will not buy that pay-per-view. I just think that's how they are now. I think the UFC, if they do that, dude, they're going like this. I hope that's not the case, but that's what I think, and I think that Hamzat can't make 170. I just think it's too much. So I think he's going to fight Pereira if Izzy isn't ready, or they'll fight again and he'll have to wait again, or I just think he's going to be bouncing around. Hamzat's in such a weird spot. I don't know. I just have a feeling he's going to be middleweight champion.
Hamzat's going to be the welterweight champion too.
He's not going to be both at the end of the year.
I'm just saying.
And you know that. I would rather him be welterweight champion.
I think he does fight twice this year.
Mm.
And I think he fights Leon in the summer, and then later, I think he's going to fight Alex.
It would be March, not the summer.
Or March. He's going to fight.
Yeah, I think Hamzat fights twice this year.
I think.
But I don't know how and who. The best case scenario, if we're being.
I think Adesanya needs to take off time. That's
Why?
What I think.
Just because he's done.
He's like.
No, you just want him.
Just got knocked out.
Well, not really, but you just want him to take time off. Here's the thing. I think you.
I know he will.
I think you could do Hamzat Leon.
Got embarrassed.
The best case scenario, unless they just give it to Hamzat, which would be great. But the best case scenario is he fights Colby in the beginning of the year, fights the winner of Leon Usman at the end, right? But we don't know what's going on with Usman right now.
You said that's the best result?
Best case scenario, unless they just gave it to him because
the
Usman
best
was hurt.
case scenario.
Yeah, is Usman's hurt and they give it to Leon or giving them immediately, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. So who do you think will be middleweight champion at the end of this year then?
That's what I said.
Who?
Oh, middleweight?
Yeah, because I said Hamzat.
Yeah. Huh?
I said Hamzat.
Oh, yeah, I said Hamzat.
You think he's going to be double
Yes.
champ at the end of this year?
That's what my prediction.
See,
Crazy.
this
I
is
swear
what
to God.
I'm talking about.
My crazy prediction. I know.
So
I
you
know
think
it's
he's going to
crazy,
fight 2 times
but
this year?
then at the end of the year and you see this and you rewatch this, you're going to be like, oh, crap.
No, hold on a
Riley
second.
was right.
I'm not saying he's not going to be double champ, but you think he's going to be double champ at the end of this year?
Yes.
So he's going to fight twice and both for the
How
belt?
long is a year? A year is a long time.
Not really for the UFC. It's not
I
because you
think
only
it is.
fight 2 times.
Dude, I think
So let
he
me-
fights Leon, submits him in the first round, and I think he goes a quick turnaround and fights Alex to be double champ.
I hope you're right. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'm a
yeah.
Hamzat fan.
And I know that's
But
gonna
I know how
happen.
you're. It's like if I said McGregor's going to be the flyweight, the featherweight, the welterweight, the middleweight, the heavyweight.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that.
I
I'm
know.
saying it's possible, right?
Yeah, it is. Light heavyweight. Who do you got? With the amount of shambles is going on in this division, who will be the champion at the end of this year? Who?
Ankalaev.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
Think
He's a
it's
monster.
all gonna
He
play
got
out.
rigged.
Even if Hill wins or Glover wins, who gives a freaking crap? Because you know that Ankalaev's gonna be lurking in that
He's
corner
gonna be coming back.
with his toe ready. Ask you a question real quick. Do you think that Leon Edwards' head kick knockout is bigger than the Michael Chandler one?
Bigger means bigger statement. I would say Leon's a bigger statement.
But the
I
better
think
knockout because of the
I
head
think
kick,
the
because of how
Chandler.
I don't know, man.
Dude,
'Cause,
Ferguson
they
just went.
I know, but so did Usman. You see him?
Usman folded like a lawn chair.
I don't know. I think we messed up on that one.
Really?
If I could go back, I would say Leon.
Why? Just to be different?
No, just because I think it's the truth. So that's it. Oh wait, no, heavyweight.
You really think?
Dude, the stakes, the way it happened, the whole story, the head kick, the fold over, everything about it. He won the belt.
That wasn't.
I mean, it was literally the most shocking moment of the
But
whole year.
The Chandler.
Yo, it was
Ferguson,
crazy.
That knockout was
Did you see that one guy commented on that TikTok?
What?
The TikTok of our reaction? Like, you know the clip?
Oh, he said something.
He said, like, what the hell? And I wanted to be like, what the hell? You're not subscribed to the Top Out podcast? You should subscribe.
Yeah.
What does
Yeah,
that
I
even
saw
mean? What do you? Why you say? Whatever, dude.
I don't
Bots.
know what
He's
he
a
said.
bot. That's why.
Yeah, he's an NPC.
Yeah, for real.
Heavyweight.
Heavyweight.
Cirogan. I
Really?
think.
Okay,
Yeah.
why?
I just think he's better than anybody in the heavyweight.
Okay, but how does
division.
he become champ?
He's just gonna out.
See, no, but that's not the question. How is he going to become champion? He's the
How?
number one guy, so who's he going to fight? What's going to
I
happen?
think he's quicker than everybody, and I think.
Are you not listening?
how?
Holy clip. I mean,
My
Lord have
gosh, I-
mercy.
What if John Bones Jones freaking doesn't fight in 8 years? Then it will be Cirogan versus Francis Ngannou 2, and then Gon will win by decision.
So you don't think the Jones fight's happening?
Probably not, because he's freaking. He's so weird. He's just weird. He's
No,
like,
I think Jones is going to be the champion.
well, fighting Francis Ngannou, you just have to think.
It ain't going to be
You're going to
Ngannou.
get knocked out.
It ain't going to
cold.
be Ngannou.
But
DC.
if you have the mentality, God, John, fight. Get in the freaking gym,
Stare at the camera, tell him.
fat chunk. I'm just saying, John Jones
would
is
pariahs
freaking talking all that trash.
So you
Get
okay?
in the octagon.
I
I'm
think
not getting too much money. I mean, obviously, but that's every UFC fighter. That's except Connor.
I think John Jones is going to be
Money.
the champion at the end of the year. I think they'll figure it out.
John Jones?
Yeah.
Really?
I think there's. If I had to say, it's here's really what I think. It ain't gonna be Ngannou, because if it ain't Jones, it's gonna be Gone, and if it ain't Gone, it's gonna be freaking Sergey.
What if it was Jones versus Gone?
I would prefer that actually, because they
Really?
are like the same. Yeah, that would be awesome. Who would you root for? I'm rooting for Gone. I don't even know if I'm really rooting for Jones over Ngannou.
No, I'm rooting for Ngannou.
Yeah, which is so lame. Like, why? Why are you rooting for Ngannou? Why do you
Because
you
he's
are
just freaking cool.
He's so not.
Knockout.
He's
freaking
so
artist.
boring. He
How
wants
is
to
he
fight
boring?
Tyson
As both
Fury.
of his freaking knees are like broke. They're all like
It's,
sticks.
lame.
His last
like,
fight.
Ngannou's just like lame. It's
How
just
is he
like-
lame?
So our last thing on the podcast, it's been a pretty good podcast all over the place, but
Probably
keeping it
like
real.
2 hours.
I think Riley needs to refresh his mind. I know, but we need a longer pod. I feel
Yeah.
like our pods have always been like quick, or have been at least lately. Let me ask you this question. So I texted Riley this. I came up with 5 fights that could happen in 2023. McGregor versus Chandler, Edwards against Usman, Jones against Ngannou, O'Malley versus Vera number 2, and Chimaev against Covington. Those are the 5 fights. What fights, hold on, out of those 5 fights, 1 being most likely, 5 being least likely,
What would most?
what do you
excite
think would, no, what do you think, see,
What?
no, what would be the most likely to happen?
Oh, okay. 1 to 5, like
1 being most likely, 5 not.
most likely. Okay.
So now you're going to have to refix it, right?
No, I think I know.
All right,
This year, or just whenever?
Yeah, 2023.
Oh, okay.
Out of these 5 fights, what is most likely what do you think most likely would happen? 5 being most likely not, and 1 being most likely.
Most likely.
So how are you doing this? Because now you're gonna have to.
I just think I know.
Okay.
I would say it's tough because John Jones versus Ngannou and Edwards and Usman. It's like those are what I'm thinking about right now. I mean, if Usman's ham is fine, I would say Edwards Usman.
Is the most likely fight to happen?
Most likely this year.
But you have to go off what you think. Is his hand right? We don't know. So what would it be? Is that still what you think? Then
No, I think McGregor versus Chandler
is most likely number 1.
Most likely.
Okay. Then what?
Then you go.
Yeah, we're going in a weird order though. So you should
Really?
just.
Oh, just go.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll say Edwards, Usman, 2. Number 3, I would say John Jones versus Ngannou. Number 4, I would say Hamzat versus Covington. And then number 5, O'Malley versus Vera, 2.
So you think
Because
that's
I think O'Malley's going to fight once this year.
Okay, got it. I have the exact same list, other than O'Malley and Chimaev. I think Chimaev against Covington is the most least likely fight to happen. I think McGregor Chandler is going to happen.
Both of those fights probably not.
I think McGregor Chandler is going to happen.
Yeah.
I really do.
It's number 1.
Yeah, which is weird because it's McGregor, right? And you never really know. But I don't know. I think it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
I really believe it.
I already know the outcome.
But, yeah, everybody knows
I love
the
it.
outcome. A straight right hand by Chandler.
No.
Straight right hand by Chandler gets dodged and a left hook to the mouth. And you know it, too. You freaking
What,
know.
you
And
want
that
the Aldo
that's the best. No,
recreation
but that's
of
the best.
Aldo?
That's the best part is that you know in your heart Chandler is not going to beat Conor McGregor. And you
No.
know it.
I swear to God.
Just like he
I don't
thought
know.
that Chandler was going to beat Poirier.
No, I knew.
And he lost $100.
I knew Chandler was
To me.
going to win, but
He lost.
he lost. But
And
he
I
was
got
winning
$100
2-0.
from
He
Riley.
was winning 2-0, and he was winning that last
But
round,
anyway, guys,
too.
I just want to say
It
thank
was
you
just
very
the
much
whole
for
thing.
watching the Talk About Podcast. You guys can subscribe.
Give it a subscribe,
on
like,
YouTube,
comment,
follow
subscribe,
on
follow,
Instagram,
share.
Follow on TikTok. This is Riley. I'm Jack. Thank you guys for watching. This has been a pretty good pod. I don't even know how long this pod has
Probably
been.
like
Probably about
an
an hour.
maybe hour 10.
We had some good combos, though. I really enjoyed it. And I do want
I
to
think
say
an
this.
hour and 23. at the
Is that
end
your
of
guess?
this. Yeah.
I can go look right now. I'm going to say an hour and 13.
Hour and 23. Huh.
2 hours. Kidding,
Uh-oh.
I'm kidding.
I was about to say.
An hour and 9 minutes, which actually is not that bad because with all the cutting from the beginning, because I kept it recording, probably be a little over an hour. So pretty good. Finally, we can see ourselves on the screen. Hopefully, you guys like the new setup.
Watch this.
Take care and peace.
Yeah, I'm supposed to say it now.
Thank you, everybody, for watching, and take care. Peace.